Oh yes, we did find our way to Fraggle Rock. And think, we're only part-time traveling right now for business. And it's right on the side of the highway. Oh, coincidentally enough, that's a truck full of vans. But anyways, let's start from the beginning. Good morning, world! Woo! And how are you today? You see this? Watch this, watch. I made a snow angel for you. Let's get this party started. So, they're saying extreme travel advisory today. And we have to travel right through the heart of this storm to get to our place of business this week. Should be fun. But, on a positive note, we have all-wheel drive, winter tires, and this guy, Winston, he is actually coming with us. Yay! So let's load everything up, and I'll meet you guys inside the car. So I postponed our trip. We're gonna leave tomorrow morning now, and it actually worked out well because if you look at these tires, I've been wanting to sell for a while. And guess what we got? More van build money. And there we go, we're packed and ready to rock. We got Winnie, you ready to go for a road trip? So, while I try and get out of the city, I'm gonna leave you with a little montage of basically what we're looking at with the snow here. And once I hit the highway, we'll continue with our conversation about van life. We decided to take a different route because the south road.
Driving for those who decided to hop in their car on Sunday. Visibility as low as 100 meters in some areas, with road conditions worsening both in and out of the city.
And it just wasn't worth it. So I've actually gone straight west, which still has snow obviously, but it's not half as bad. Either way, we are here to talk about van life, the when and the why. So let's get to that right now. So the first is the why. I get a lot of questions on the why. Why van life? It's, are you having issues at your job? Are you not happy at home? Are you running away from the corporate world? Are you know, there's so many different things that people wonder why somebody would quit a successful career to go live in a van down by the river. But my reasoning is actually completely opposite of that. I'm not saying screw the corporate world. If anything, anybody that's doing this is doing YouTube. You're still part of the corporate world. Don't fool yourself. And YouTube would be one of the biggest corporations in the freaking world you're working for. So no, that's not the case. My job, we're freaking killing it. And this is actually one of the things that makes my decision on what I want to do even harder, because of the fact that we are doing so good at our job. And it's just crazy to think that you'd walk away from something like that. So for me, I'm looking for the new challenge. If you know me, since I had my first camera, I was what, 10, 11 years old when I got my first video camera. I was always making videos. Then I got into the dirt biking videos, and I used to always just make them and pass them off to friends. That was about the extent of it. How you doing, Wayne? Then when YouTube came along, I kept wanting to put my videos on YouTube. I was too nervous. And now that I finally got brave enough to do it over the last 6 months, I can't get enough of it. And now I want that challenge of, well, heck, if I can put more time into this and energy and grow my skills plus travel, that would be the main reason why I want to do van life. Right there, in a nutshell. I love travel, I hate hotels, and I just want him to be able to come with me every time I go. He's gonna have to hang out in the hotel room, but it's better than being at home or with somebody else and not me. That could be a selfish thing for me, but it's my dog and I'll do what I want. Got it? Got it. Good. See, really, my main goal is just to get out and see the cool things that Mother Nature has to share with me so that I can share it with you guys. Kind of like this kind of stuff. Is that cool? Think of it this way. My first 20 years, I was a sponge, learning, coming up in the world, going through school, all that kind of stuff. My second 20 years was my career. And now my third 20 years, I'm looking at it as, do I want that to be a career the whole time? Is that what I want to be known for when I finally do pass away? It's amazing what that does to my brain. When I hit 40, what's my next goal for the next 20 years? Long-term thinking, where do I want to be, what I want to get? So the thought process was obviously a sports car. And I finally did decide on one, which was this car right here. The James Bond mobile, yes sir. Aston Martin, DB9. And I found one. I went and test drove it. I was that close, that close. But then I started thinking to myself as well, is this really what we want? A sports car. The reason why I say it that way is because I already have old cars and bikes and things like this in that garage, and I find they hardly ever get touched. That's where my problem comes in. Because you're working so hard to support those things that you don't really actually get the time to play with those things. And that's where a dream that I've had since I was like 20 years old. When we watched Saturday Night Live back in the day being a kid, I used to laugh when Chris Farley would be like, you're gonna end up in a van down by the river. And I would always say to my friends, what's so bad about that? That sounds pretty cool. So over the last 20 years, it's always been in the back of my head, especially when I'm out camping, of how can I make that sustainable? I see other people doing it now. I'm sure, that's Winston, just so you know. He's panting like crazy. I hope it's not too annoying on the camera. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do short of plugging his nose, which I'm not gonna do. I put the sports car thing on the back burner. I realized all that really does is get me in trouble anyways. I'm a fast driver, even in slow vehicles. You get me in an exotic sports car like that, and I probably wouldn't have a license for very long. No, I didn't waste any time on that, did you? Eh? Yeah. So to finish off the why, basically I've been planning this for the last 5-6 years. I've been saving for it, and I've gotten myself into a position finally where I don't need YouTube to make this possible. Now YouTube, I find it fun. It'll be a bonus if we make this work, but I can go the next 20 years budgeted for van life without having to make a penny off this channel right here. Now that we're in this gorgeous area, let's take a look around, and then we'll talk about the why. Look how crystal clear that water is. Is that not absolutely pristine with the snow and the absolutely clear water? I'd love to park here for a day, because the thing is it's not actually that cold out either, where our van would have no problem sustaining us in this weather right here. Check that out. This is a good old Canadian beaver, y'all. We do love the beaver here in Canada. And now we are back on the road. We are going to complete the final stretch here. We got about an hour and a bit left of our drive, I'm gonna say. And it's clear sailing at this point. There's not even snow on the ground. Welcome to beautiful British Columbia. Now this here that I'm about to show you, I wouldn't say it falls under the category of cool. How do we describe this? Tell you what, let's just turn around and you tell me what you think. I say it's more into the category of awesome. Look at that. What? What? It's like a big castle wall. So for this next segment of B-roll, I need you guys to pretend that that is a van. All right? Come on. Places I bring you guys. You better hit that subscribe right now. But this leads us to the conversation of when. When are we planning to go do van life? And honestly, that answer is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that we're planning for it. I do have a timeline of spring 2020 when I want our van to be complete, which means we can start going to do some trips in the van. But as for actually quitting the job and going and doing it, guys, come on. I get a paycheck every 2 weeks, and it's a damn good paycheck at that. But in the same breath, I do want to start living this new life. But let's see how the van build goes, time-wise there. And once that van build is complete, we can start talking about the timeline to when we're retired. That feels pretty darn good to say, I gotta admit. And like I say, I just want to make sure that we're set up completely without having to rely on any YouTube money. I don't want to have to rely on it. I don't know where YouTube's going. I don't know if YouTube could end tomorrow. And the last thing I'd want to do is put all my eggs into that basket. I don't think I'll ever make the type of money I do at my job today off YouTube. And the way our sub growth is going right now, who knows if we'll even hit 1,000. But I'm gonna keep working hard. We're gonna get this done. And I'm hoping on the next video, we can start doing some more of that van build so I can show you the floor plan that I've promised you. So with that being said, I think we've covered everything off. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm not saying it was an easy hike to get in here, did I? Hey? Didn't say it was ever an easy hike to get in here. Did we? Come on, this way. Holy crap, is it deep, eh? Where the heck are we going? Oh my goodness. Okay, so getting here wasn't easy, but as you saw on the front screen, we did make it here. Check it. So yes, we ended up at Fraggle Rock. How freaking cool is that? Do you guys remember the song from Fraggle Rock? Sing along with me. You ready? Let's go. Down at the Fraggle Rock.
Dance your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock.
Hey, look back! I got a Fraggle!
Down at Fraggle Rock.
So we're now standing on top of Fraggle Rock. And it's kind of cool because if you look, it's all field around it. There's no other Fraggle Rock anywhere. It's kind of neat. It's now Friday. Our work week is actually done. And I'm on my way home. Winston's running around. We're in this gorgeous location. My neck is like frickin' broken from sleeping in that damn hotel bed. But I wanted to bring something up real quick for you, because this really goes into what we were talking about on how I hate hotels. Look at this. 1 week of hotel, $751. That's from Monday to Friday. That's insane. You know, the good thing is company pays for that. But as well, on top of that $751, another $140, $139.20 for Winston to stay with me. And that I do have to pay for. I'm looking as I was driving. There's spots on the side of the road. Right now I'm parked just over here. I'll show you. I could have stayed here all week and it wouldn't have cost me a penny. And this is another key reason for van life. Come on, bud. Let's go home. Okay, I'm sorry to do this to you because it's not quite over yet. As you can see, I'm back in my garage. We're home. It's now Friday afternoon. Remember when we left and it looked like this? Check this out. Here we are, 4 days later. Remember, I had a tape measure right here. I'll put it right beside this. We left with a foot of snow on the ground. We come home 4 days later. You'd never know what happened. That's my city. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.